Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
And good morning, Nevermornings. Hi, folks. I'm so glad to see you. We're just having a very Monday Wednesday, if that makes sense to anybody. Huge shout out to everybody I got to see this week, including Joe Bachman and Trey Bachman and Steph and John and Little Persephone. It's great seeing all you guys. It has been a very, very busy run for me between the fighting getting canceled and everything else. But we have a lot to talk about, and the comments are pretty hopping and popping. So I'll drop into them. But before I do, first off, I'll remind everyone that my books, The Simple Sword and The Fighting Axe, are available through Amazon at www.amazon.com/author/Nicholas Tockert. That's me. Links are all in the bottom, as are the Big Stumpy Robots core rulebook. I have cracked, I want to say 4,300 words, and I'm in the final stretch of the Simple Spear. I had it planned to almost be done, and we had some visitors come by. So we are knocking it out, and then I get to crank out and work on those unfinished fiction projects I have, plus some new stuff possibly for Luke Stone and a couple art projects. I have a lot that's just being held kind of captive. But here in the lovely land of corn, the weather has dropped to a pleasant 70 degrees. My computer is working. My air is breathable. Life is pretty good, even if I didn't get to swim. But let's find out how life is doing for you guys in the chat. And let's draw. Ooh, we got Carl Whitman. Greetings, one and all. Okay, there we go. Had a bit of lag. Donna, Carlene, almost time. Carl, someone once asked me, self-publishing is not like real publishing, right? I told them, no, I keep a lot more money from each book than those poor slobs who are traditionally published. Yeah, I certainly can see that, the percentages. And like I said, I use Amazon because I catch a lot of flack for doing business with the Zon. I use Amazon because not only are there, is it free for me to set up, but the author prices for printing are very competitive. And it's actually cheaper for me to publish through Amazon, buy my books through the author price section, and then sell them than it would be any of the other printers I've been looking into. And it's, print on demand for me too, so I'm not having to do huge volumes. But the new edition of the Munsey book is through editing, and now to upload it. Good luck on the good fight there. We all know that getting something uploaded is always challenging. Cool bingos. Kudos to Donna, who read it for what has to be the 4th time. Thank you, Donna. You're making awesomeness possible. And speaking of making awesomeness possible, folks, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, because I have some, now that the evil heat is gone, I'm starting to crawl out of my little hidey hole and starting to feel, what's this? Alive? Yes, I'm starting to feel alive, which means the creativity is starting to bubble back. Life is getting just a bit better, and hopefully I can finally get through these stupid blocks that have been holding me up. Aw, shucks. Yeah, aw, shucks, but you're doing great work, Donna, and we love you. Oh, Beowulf number 4 Kickstarter begins today. You guys need to follow that. You're going to make me find that link. Yes, we are, Carl. Hop to it. Kickstarter.com/project/Mr. Grandtastic Beowulf 1-4 adventure that spans centuries. That is a really great take on a classic concept. I love Beowulf, although my favorite version is the Shrinklets version of Beowulf. I hope you guys can find it. I can't remember that tune, and I kept that well under 30 seconds. Is what the Beowulf is conscribed to. It's really great. Oh, I am actually signed up to be notified. That's wonderful, folks. Where is everyone? Everyone. Good on you, Donna, because even if I buy it through my account, it helps Grant's Alger, however you spell that. Yeah, no. Someday another person will go on Kickstarter and want people to sign up for theirs, but they didn't sign up for Granted Karma. Bum, bum, bum. Yes, folks, karma strikes in the oddest times in the oddest ways. That's right, Carl. I thought Michaela Jade woke all of these people up. Maybe they're all in line for Royal Donuts. Well, they got to be better than Krispy Kremes. Spicy take. Did not like. Have not been impressed with Krispy Kremes. Now, you go down to like Family Express or a good supermarket, and you get a Boston cream roll, Boston cream donut. That's a thing of love and joy right there. But the Krispy Kremes did not do it for me. Oh, I know they're all avoiding that awful intro. You know what? I love that intro video, and I have cut out the countdown for now because the gosh darn it, the dudes hounding me has become annoying, and I've tried to block him. It's not working. I have to fidget with it. Oh, I just found something busted. Well, not terribly busted, just mildly busted. Give me a second. Why are you fixing something live on camera? Well, because if I don't fix it live on camera, it won't get fixed. Oh, a piece fell off. Shoot. Anyway, no, I love the intro, and the more I watch it, the funnier it gets. Especially that organ music. It's really cool. That's the best part. Oh, the guy talking. Donna, Carl, you do an amazing job. I have to get this back apart to fix it because I slipped up. I need a scientific pry bar. Do you use your knife for everything? Just about, sir. Anyhow, there we go. Oh, if you're wondering what broke, it is my prop black powder pirate pistol. And I just need to take a second to fix this, because if I see it sitting there and I don't fix it, it will haunt me. That's how my mind works. And I like having things like this. And I do have the habit of taking things apart. There we go. All better. This is a prop. It's a Denix non-firing prop I bought at the Michigan Renaissance Fair. to replace the one I had bought that fell out of my pocket. Somebody else found it, and instead of turning it in as lost and found, they kept it. And you know what? I found enough things in life. As cranky as I'd like to be, I don't think I'm just in being cranky about it. So yeah, this is part of my prop for when I do shows for the kids. Hey, Nick.
Hey, Donna. How are you doing this fun Wednesday morning? I hope you're keeping the humps in hump day.
Alrighty, we got Carl chatting. Hojo! Hey, Hojo, how you doing? Put your links in the chat, Hojo. If you don't have a wrench, let me know. I'll get that fixed real soon. Hey, Hojo. Hey. Whoa, okay. Comment up. Give it a second. Keep on scrolling. That means y'all love me. That's fine. I'm going to just deal with these multiple comment dumps. Yeah, that's right. Y'all are coming through the door. You've learned the trick of about the time my intros end. Good on you. I do the same thing. I'm not going to hold you against it. That's Jody McPhee. Hey, brother. I hope the game setup is going real well, because what you sent me real early on, it looked like you had the first book all wrapped up. Get it out and then do modules later. Make sure there's support. And while we're talking about Joe, let's run his ad. I'm curious to see if that's the other one that the guy's going after. So Jody's in the chat. Jody gets.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. And I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
And thank you, Joe, for helping support and promote this channel. I know I need to make a commercial. It is on my to-do list. Real world has been a thing of late, both health-wise and necessity-wise. And I am excelling, but only through lots of effort. So we're going to keep going. We'll keep doing it. Let's see what else we have. Bam. More greens to Joe. Hey, Hojo. And Hojo says, Nick, I already dropped my script off for the Luke Stone project. In the can already. I guess last week was a working vacation. Incredible. Yeah, I'm going to let Luke Stone have a swing at my Paul Bunyan Kaiju Slayer, because I actually did a rough comic of it, and I plan to redraw it and publish it probably through Amazon. But if Luke wants to take a shot at the sort of issue 0 and see what he can do with it, I want to see what he can do with it and how much money he can make us eventually. But, there's always going to be things. Let's see. I survived another revolution on Earth yesterday, despite a few setbacks. A year older, hopefully a year wiser. Happy birthday, Joe! I'm sorry, when you said I survived another revolution, I realized I didn't check the news today, and I'd hate to see that there was another major conflict somewhere that I totally was oblivious to in the land of corn. But happy birthday, Joe. I hope you have a good one. Everybody go to Joe's stuff. Subscribe to Joe after you subscribe here. Like and share this video. But go support Joe. And let's get his numbers up. Morning, Carl Witzman, Donna Carly, Hojo. Morning, Joe. Everybody's having a birthday. Mine is Saturday. Awesome. Mine is in about 2 weeks. A little over 2 weeks. And I actually had a huge plan. I was going to have to come out and announce that my broadcasting would be messed up. And we talked about it and realized we're not quite there yet. So we'll take that plan and use it for our 20th anniversary in November. But More good things are coming. I will talk more. Koepp, hey, yo, hey. Oh, I'm devastated, Nick. You don't like Krispy Kreme? It needs to be hot and fresh or heat up in a microwave. And maybe that was the problem. It was an absolute they weren't very good. Now they were sent home, they may have been stale. Just they weren't my jam, and they do have a distinct flavor. So once you've had like a stale version, if that's your first instinct, it sort of just trickles down. I might give them a try another time, when my diet allows. But yeah, I like my supermarket style donuts, and I'll be honest, I like gas station fried chicken. If you know what a broaster is, you know what my favorite fried chicken that I can go out and buy is. If that makes me if that implies that I'm less than financially gifted and of a certain region of the world, yep, guess I am. I could go for fried chicken. I mean, I can't because of, dietary, but I want some and some of those wedges. Copyright trolls here, copyright trolls there, copyright pirates everywhere. Ba-dum, bum, bum. Pops. Hey, Pops. LOL. Yeah, it happens. Good morning, Pops. Hope you're doing well. Everybody's greeting you. What's up? Good never morning. Yeah, you know what? It's going pretty good. I had one of those mornings where things weren't quite lining up, but then I hit the show and I'm in the chat with some of the best creative minds on the planet. And folks, I really want to know, one, accountability check. Let's hear what you're doing. We know what Carl's up to. Everybody hops in, tell me what you're creating. And if you're somebody like Pops who just promotes, tell me what your favorite thing you're promoting is. I want to know what's going on in the world. Me right now, it's boring, but I'm still henpecking my way through the simple spear. And once that cracks, oh my gosh, life's going to be good. I have to write a cyber tacto. I have to write a blog for my patrons today, but I was hoping to have better news than I'm going to have. So I may just spend the day because it's cool. And if Lil Man's in a good mood, I can get away with it. I may just spend the day trying to write and, knock out the remains of this project. Because that'd be nice. I love the project. I love that I thought of doing it. And it's necessary for the next couple projects I'm doing down the road. But it's been a slug. And I've done too much. I have to rotate what I do. And it's how I keep my mind, fresh. I rotate the fields of what I'm working on: nonfiction, game design, art, truth, just fiction. And it's really hard when I get just hung up on trying to grind through the end of a project. And this happens about this time of year. But if I can knock it out, life will be great. And I want to get back to my plan to have a whole lot more publications this year. And I'm way behind. But we will see. I also forget that every publication I've done for other people, Jody's game is coming out this year, I hope. Luke's Hybrids RPG is coming out in time for it to be delivered by Christmas, if I recall the plan. T-Bunny and Telepathic Bunny and Buddy Sin. Buddy Sin? Is it Buddy Sin? Buddy Lord, sorry. Buddy Lord will have Writer's Rule, which is an amazing game and one of my proudest creations because they gave me a very loose concept of what they wanted to be able to do, and I made a heck of a game. But I'm very proud of that. And no, this is a toy, guys. This is an adult toy. It is totally... there is no way to make this fire. This is a prop. If Facebook or this is not a prop. This is a real knife. I talk about knives on my channel. This is my old pencil sharpener. You can see. Let me see if I can get it where you see the lines better. There you go. See all those lines? That's from sharpening pencils. This was my college pencil sharpener back in the day. Okay? So, oopsie, Nick held the props pips. Still, 4 years from now, he'll get a Facebook ban. Possibly. Bang, bang. Hey, Pops. More greetings. He's doing that.
Now, Donna, you know I do that sexy voice just for you. It's all about whispering in your ear and making your morning smooth here on WNTF. Never mind the furthermore.
You do not have a wrench. Okay. Okay. Chunk. One shot. Wrench. Hojo. That will be fixed after the show. Boom. It's on a notebook pad, so it's gonna happen. It's just if I try to do it while I'm here, my neck gets a little dodgy. And that's a comment dump. Comment dump. That's a comment dump. And more greetings. I can't control Nick. I don't have his StreamYard thing. You'll just have to sit here and enjoy the
deep announcer voice. That's right. I'm off the rails, off the chain, and off the hook. Ready to get into whatever trouble I can to keep this horrifically hot hump day hopping for you, my lovely viewers.
UPS says my cigars are out for delivery. Yes, now if someday I can get booze delivered to my door, I'll be golden. But I guess I'll need food too. Well, shoot. At the risk of being dumb, you have a wholesaler's. You have a tax number because you are a business. I would imagine you might be able to order from wholesalers. Oh wait, no, because you have to have a liquor license to receive. Never mind. HBD Joe. Oh, happy birthday to you. A happy birthday. It's true. Anyway, I'm very excited when I saw your title on the list. I don't want to spoil Paul Bunyan in case. No, actually, I've been talking about Paul Bunyan Kaiju Hunter for a while, and a lot of people on this list saw my original incredibly rough drawn comic I did when I was trying to get my hands to work, and I still plan to revisit it. This hasn't been fully gifted to Luke. I just want to give Luke a shot to play with it. Happy belated birthday, Joe. Mine is September 2nd. Dang, I'm getting old. Hey, getting old's better than getting dead. I really need to work more on the module later today. I really need to plan with release with maps, character sheets, etc. Joe, I'm telling you, the strength of your game is that it's a drop-in, drop-out beat 'em up. Okay? Right now, get your first product out. When I did Big Stompy Robots, I've been doing Big Stompy Robots now for over 10 years. And first you do a light version, a quick play that gets people interested. You use that to measure and get response. Then you build up. So I did the quick play for a long time. That was it. Then I launched the core rule book, which was much more expansive. Now, when I get through my current projects, I'll be launching the next tier, which will be fulfilling a personal gaming bucket list dream of mine since I was a kid. And you got to take it slow. But I'm going to tell you, there is a lot of competition in map-based complicated stuff. I'd use switching more towards your other title would work better for that. Because what we did is we customized that whole game for the wrestling aspect. And it's a great system for what it is. To get what you're looking for, you're really going to need to see what comes out in the core rule book that I'm doing for hybrids, because the hybrids core rulebook, as well as the one I'll be releasing myself, using the base plus 2 engine, already covers a lot of that. There will be rules and things out there to make it easy. And then once all that's out, spoilers to the people who are interested, I'll be putting out things like map packs and resources and stuff. There is a master plan that you're a part of, but you don't get to see all the pieces. So really get the game part we settled on out. It's solid. The module parts can come later, because what's going to happen is, once that's out, when you build the game, guys, and I know I'm giving you behind the curtains, but nobody seems bothered by that. You need to look at the territory, the parameters. That's the word I'm looking for, of your game. And what I like to do is give everybody something a little different. When I built an engine for Luke. Luke's using that engine for a modern team superhero action kind of game, with some. So the modern part is laying the groundwork to have modern RPG that will be built running parallel with that. Since the engine's working, I'll be doing a fantasy version. They're all pieces. And establish your first piece before you worry about branching out. A lot of people come when they talk about, I'm going to write a book series. And I love hearing that. I've got a whole book series I'm going to write. It's about 5-7 books. And I'm going to do this and this and this. I'm like, cool, where's the first one? Well, I'm planning out the book series, and we're going to do this. Where's your first book? What you want to do is step back, look at, you've got everywhere you want to go, find the seed, find the root, what it all grows from. The simple sword, for example, this logic. This was my magnum opus at one point. This was my declaration that what I'm teaching people has enough value that I believe it needs to outlive me. And in the event of my passing, it will exist to still be of service to everyone still here, including my son. This is a very important volume. Once I got through this, because this had the rapier in mind, it's primarily a rapier and out, rapiers and daggers. It hints at axes, it hints at other weapons, but light fencing, because that was my specialty. And I grew. I took the first weapon I knew best, and I did the simple sword, or the fighting axe. Now, I've done the fighting axe. It's out. It's a nice little volume. That's an addendum. The simple spear will be a book like that. I still have to do the strong sword and probably include pole arms into that. I haven't quite figured out where I want to spend that out. And then I want to do, after that, another book on how what it means to be a sword master. I'm going to go into staff fighting, because for me, staff fighting includes every element that I've talked about in the other weapons. And I want to go into what it means to be a sword master as a perspective of somebody who's done it now for 22 years. I've been instructing people for about 22 years now. Yeah, because I only fought for a couple months and started passing stuff on. Basically, as soon as I had it understood, I was passing it on to the people who couldn't get it from others. And from that, basically, swordmaster student teaching, I just kept going, and I haven't stopped. The point is, and this is for all authors who are thinking in terms of IP, whether you're doing a comic book, it's really easy to get caught up in these long, and we need extra, we need all this. Get one thing, get it out. It won't be perfect. That's fine. That's one thing. No matter how much you edit it, it won't be perfect, because at the end of writing a book, you're a better author than you were when you started writing the book. Get that out, get the money, get the praise, see what people want, and then tailor to their needs. And that's how I've done it. And I'm not a big wig like Brian K. Morris or many of the other people here, but I have been selling, my book's international. I sell it on a lot of venues. It sells consistently. Very small right now because I'm getting it known. But that's what it's all about. It's a slow grow. So make it all you need are a few back, a good ring map image, maybe some back rooms, like for the shower room or whatever, because that happens in any good wrestling series. And a parking lot, if you really have to go there, the stands, the parking lot, just take that, but don't go any further. You could do that. That all comes up in the next volume, because after you've done this and after this goes, you may want a more full volume as an addendum using what Luke's going to put out as the core book. Trust me on this. And that's going to allow you to better interact with other series. Now, I know I went way off topic, but I want people to hear this, because what I'm giving you in response, I feel, is some quality, well thought, well applied advice, and I think it matters. So it saved, because I love watching conversations like this, and that's where I've learned stuff, by being a little quiet guy in the room. Let's keep going. I'm way behind on comments, but you can consider that part of a birthday gift. Okay. Morning Pops. CromCon 28, August 27th, 28, booked in 6 hours yesterday. I do have space on the panels on both days. That is really cool. And if folks, if you want to get in on that, I applaud you. That is my birthday weekend. So I will be doing things with friends and family, and the next weekend is Labor Day weekend, so I will be doing things over at the Earl Park Festival that I look forward to all year. I'm not working it this year, maybe next year, but I intend to spend a lot of time listening to good music, eating things I'm not supposed to, and spending money that's a little more than I should. Glenn. Nick! Glenn! Oh, my heart swells to see you in this, lovely afternoon for you. I hope it's cool enough and, you haven't melted out there, Glenn. Speaking they appear, Michaela, Sarah, Michaela Jade, and BKM. What's up, BKM? Woohoo! Hey, Glenn, cooler today? Nope, it's over 80. Woo! Wow. I've got the first cool day in a while. Let's keep going. Stay hydrated, Glenn. Lots of tea. I'm mailing out Kickstarter fulfillment at the end of the month. So far, everything is packed up, but I have a few surveys I'm waiting for. That's what I want to hear about. Fulfillment. If you broadcast your stuff and you do a Kickstarter, I want to hear fulfillment, people. And we got a great comment dump. I knew that was coming. Let's get way back here. Bam. Thanks for the new trailer, Glenn. Oh, I'm going to have to check my folder. Hatch number 2 should be out too. Awesome. Because a couple of people have tried to send me their trailer through Facebook Messenger. I can't. It will not let me download a movie off of Facebook Messenger. That's why I send the secret link to the folder. It's a Gmail folder where you can deposit the file, and that way I know who put what where, because it tells me when I highlight it. It makes it easier for me to keep track. And glad. Oh, Hatch 2 should be out. I'm looking forward to that. Comics Talk with Pops Van Zant. Glenn is laughing. Yeah, Glenn, sorry. Great, Jody. Got my digital edition today. Wonderful, folks. And, people are all blowing kisses. Oh,
Glenn and Donna are blowing kisses to each other. They're strangers in the night, passing like two ships under a moonlit sky, destined to never hold hands. It's tragic. It's beautiful. It's what keeps us going.
Anyway, and I'm signing more books as you speak. Just another survey just came in. Wonderful. Knock it out. Oh, I did. Hojo did Korak, Son of Tarzan, on the public domain. I went the old man Logan route with him in his 50s, struggling to cope with his father's legacy and deforestation. It wrote itself. Absolutely. Absolutely. That sounds amazing. And I hope BKM's in the chat listening to that. Grant Lankard, hello, kids. Hey, Grant, we already talked and promoted your Kickstarter for Beowulf #4. We're great to see you in the chat. Back when I only had one book out, someone made a snarky comment. So I asked how many books they had published. Yeah, folks, you're doing it. One thing you have to remember is, of all the people who want to write, okay, who dream of being writers, a mere tiny fraction of a percentage ever actually write something, okay? And of that fraction of a percentage, few have the courage to go out and do something with what they write, to promote or publish. Now, I am proud to have had some. I have been published through Amazon. I have been published briefly through Drive-Thru RPG. I had some problems with them. And I have been published through Luke Stone Studios. Most of my stuff is available through Amazon. I've also self-published in the most basic way, where my business printer and my comb binder made it possible. You don't be afraid to start small. It's about starting, completing that first piece, getting it out. You've then moved. As soon as you get a scent, you've transcended the ranks of the mere mortals, and you are in the echelons of the published and paid author. Never let anybody take that away from you. Never look down on that. And when they're like, well, why aren't you making money like Steve King? You just, ask them to read between the lines and walk away from that BS, because you don't need that kind of negativity in your life. How is everybody this morning? I'm feeling fine, having myself a dang good time, and I'm not going to whine. We are getting it done, friends. Hey, Grat shared your link earlier, so it's cool. And we guilted everyone to sign up to be notified. Yeah, there was guilt. It was applied masterfully. And I was raised TV Catholic. I know what guilt looks like. Hey, Grat, excited for tomorrow? More Moon Day and Beowulf, too, I guess. Thanks, guys. Hey, we take care of our own over in these parts. Mooney just needs his own comment. Maybe your other cat, too. I wanted to remind everyone that Beowulf #4 is going live at 9 a.m. East or 9 Eastern. Oh, I'm sure there'll be a spinoff. Folks, that's right. We just got breaking news. Stop the presses. Grant Lankard has just confirmed. That's right, folks. Author-artist Grant Lankard has confirmed that Beowulf will be getting a spinoff. That's right. Beowulf will be getting a spinoff. You heard it here first, right here on Nevermind the Furthermore. Grant, post that to my FB feed, okay? Lamau, I'm liking Nick hitting me with the accountability hammer. He knows I think too deeply. I'm more worried about how to crowdfund than finishing what could be used as a quick play now. Exactly. And guys, I know I'm direct. I know I'm blunt. I know there's a lot of Nick coming at you every morning, but I only do it out of respect and out of because I love you and care for you. Dang straight. Real simple. I believe you can be better and you can be happier through hard work. I believe there is a moral component to putting in the hours and just doing it and finishing things. Completion is necessary. I believe intent is crucial. Never get me wrong. The intent of something defines it as much as the result. But you got to finish it. And it's real easy to let a project span out to keep you from finishing it. I'm fighting it. I fight it every day. Now, I am, with my hands, probably the slowest and worst typist on the planet, but I have to work through that. And I am getting stuff out so that I can get more stuff out. And you guys, you are doing your Kickstarters, folks like Jody and Grant Lankard and Carl and all you people. And of course, the amazing BKM, who may be lurking, but you're always lurking in our hearts, BKM.
Brian, you are my hero. You are the wind beneath my wings. Anyway,
And see, if I sing off key and badly, they can't ding me for it because they can't be sure what I'm singing. But you inspire me. Keep doing it. I will be the drill sergeant and say, reveille, 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 all hands on deck. Let's get some accountability here. Let's get those words right. 100, 200, 300. Knock that out of the park. Because I believe you can do it. And when you do it, you smite and spite all the people who told you you can't. It's diabolically important. See, I have a new comment done, but look, I just need about 20 times as much time to do all the comics books I want to. That's the way it is. We all just keep going. I could finish what I have done in the Illustrator for it now and have a quick play soon, but no sample module, just basic rules and characters. That's all you need, basic rules and characters. You could have a maybe one-page loose scenario, but I'm telling you, I saw your stuff and you were writing it like you were explaining computer code to somebody. And as somebody who's gamed a lot, it is my profession. I play tested. I play tested video games. I play tested tabletops. I've got the playtest copy of Pathfinder 2 sitting on my shelf. I playtest stuff. I'm going to tell you that part was too complicated. Just simplify it. Yeah, when you make a game, you have to realize that every table will play it their way, and it may be wrong, and that's okay. Hello, Michaela. Come bouncing on in. I hope you are feeling perky and twerky and just getting your whole morning done. It worked. I conjured a Michaela. Now, if only you could call forth the books I ordered in June. Hey, Mick. Looks up the esoteric spell for books. I wouldn't even be surprised if Carl's not a closet practitioner. That wouldn't even surprise me in the least. He's got that Gnostic, esoteric, German mysticism vibe. Yeah. Anyway, hey, Grant. Hey, Michaela. Everybody's greeting Michaela now because we love you. And I've caught up with the comments, so let's run a commercial or two. Let's see what we have that needs to be ran. We're talking Luke Stone. Let's run his spot.
Welcome to Hybrids, the Sons of Gods. The epic remaster of the original Trash Day arc is now being collected in a standard trade paperback. With more story, more art, and behind-the-scenes information, this book is the way creator Luke Stone intended the story to be told. This special Arrow Comics Remastered edition is full of energy and excitement. Critically acclaimed and one of independent comics' favourite teen books, you are sure to find yourself lost in this expansive universe. So, secure your copy today in this crowd-funded group buy. Once the funds are collected, the books will be sent off to print and delivered post-haste. Luke and the Arrow Comics team have a perfect record of fulfillment. You can pledge with confidence.
Oh, by the way, the newest book will be off to the editors next week. Awesome. More greetings. And later, folks, if you're interested in what I'm up to, follow me up on Twitter. Just look for the Hojo. And Hojo said, let it be spliced. Or check me out, hashtag the Mythic Comics, Mythicals Comic, because it's about to heat up. Pencils start 8/18. Later, Nick. Later, Hojo. You go out and create without fear. Get it. Knock it out. Yes, Michaela. Now I'm going to go. I want to check some more brands real quick because today is Wednesday. So today I'm not as pressured to get out the door. So I'm not stepping on any toes. And there are a few people I think need some love. Let's see. I have not. Okay, folks. Since Cindy Koepp isn't able to be in, she's probably having computer problems. I'm going to show my love right now.
Author Cindy Koepp is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Koepp at CKOEPP.com today.
That's right, folks. Follow Cindy Koepp. She is an amazing creator. And like our man Frog G, who September 17th, okay? September 17th launches Frog G's Voodoo Gods and Magic, which is a great title made by a great person who's done so much for the community. I want you to support both these people because they do more than anybody I've seen to help get the word out that you can't buy that kind of quality advertising. And I know people who do, and I have mixed feelings on that. Maybe we'll do a show on that sometime. But yes, Michaela, it feels like my final work on this book is taking forever. It's simply I haven't had the time. I know that feeling. I'm grinding away. Literally, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to be writing a blog for my my Patreon, the Historical Fencing Guild Patreon. I want to talk about what I'm doing this week and what's coming down the pipe. You really want to, I haven't set up the link yet. I need to set up the link. But I should look good for the broadcast Friday night because I have a whole new gear and garb set up for doing shows. And friends, it's starting to come together. It's nice to not look like the pauper, who's never done anything. I'm excited. So that's coming up. Yeah, Michaela, you'll get through it, and I'm going to get through it. And then after I write that, I'm going to be writing on the Simple Spear. But last week we had Bonsert Bokel on as a guest. He was the first guest I had. I'd like to know, for the people who are still watching, because I know you guys are my diehards mostly, is there anyone who either desperately wants to be on the show to discuss what they're doing, understanding I'm going to focus on you, not necessarily your product, or on the, or have a recommendation of somebody you want me to reach out to? Because there are a couple people who work behind the scenes I want to reach out to. And at some point, there's this guy. His name's Brian K. Morris. Yeah. And one of these days, I want to get Brian on. And it'll be a Wednesday, so I'm not too bothered. And I'm just going to go for it. And I heartily believe that it won't be... There will be no rails. Because I haven't gotten to sit and talk with Brian in a long time. So, Brian... reach out to me. Let me know Wednesday that you're feeling groovy. Okay? And I'd like to get Carl on again because Carl's an interesting person. And, Michaela would be good. If I had time, yes. I have 3 books coming out this year. Excellent. You would be a fun person to get on too. And we can keep chatting. Now, What else is coming down the pipe? I want to do a new video series. It will be a limited series. And that video series will include basically how I do campaign design for RPGs. Because there are a couple ways one can do it. And I want to write that up. As, talking through how I do it, so that I can then take the notes I write while that and turn it into a publication. The only reason I'm held up again is I promised my Patreon folks I would not publish anything, for myself till I got the Simple Spear done. And I think what happened is I put too much pressure behind it and it sort of mentally blocked. But we're going to get there. And let me know if that's a program you guys would find interesting. And I know we're getting near the hour, and I know because it's a Wednesday, a lot of folks will probably have to go. And that is okay. If we need to drop out, and it looks like my viewers are dropping, that's fine. But please, before you do, hit the like. Please share this. I want to be able to promote more people and promote your stuff to more people. This is not something I'm doing for me. This is me trying to do a service for the community. And yes, I profit in that people get to hear about what I'm doing. But really, you guys' stuff is far more interesting. And like I said, I want to know, BKM, we're missing you. I want to know what you've been up to. Oh, Carl is meh. Have Michaela or Donna on first. Well, I know. See, here's a streamer trick. If you know attractive people and you put them on your stream, you get more views. There are several lovely ladies on my stream who, if I could get them on camera, I would get a lot of views. Is that clickbait? Perhaps, but it's true. Plus, I like the standard I'm setting up of making sure I sketch the guest for when they came on, because I like the way it felt and the way it looked when I set up for Bonsard. I also have a question for you in the chat that you can follow now or later, because if you're watching this in the rerun, it still tastes fresh. It'll keep and keep and keep. I want to know, what kind of thumbnails do you like? Do you like the goofy pictures of me? Do you like the skyscapes that I put up? Or do you like the hand-drawn goofy thumbnails? Let me know which ones you find more appealing. And we got comment up, little one. Late to the party as usual, but I finally made it. Hey, Joe, I'm keeping the doors open as long as people need it. And you are always welcome. Joe Bachman will never be homeless as long as I have a roof. And neither will his lovely wife, Trelana. They are some of my favorite people on the planet. So, yes. And Joe, if y'all think I'm nudging you and I'm letting other people off the hook, I've got Joe and Trey working on a book about stories from their from working on the construction sites. The real life kind of shocking antidotes to boredom, anecdotes to amuse and entertain. Oh, so when that comes out, it'll go. How about thumbnails with books or pages of books? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Now, see, that would be great, especially when I have authors on. Have their stuff, but see, any thumbnail's good as long as we could figure out that it's you from the tiny picture. Maybe a photo of you in the corner. Faces bring in more views. Okay, that's doable too. You have to understand, part of my imposter syndrome is I absolutely hate looking at myself. When I say I have a face for radio, I'm not joking. I just aesthetically don't like me. And I'm not going to lie about it. It's just, I do what I can with what I got. But, it is what it is. So I tend to forget that could be a attractant. It confuses me. So, thank you. No, seriously, that's great input, though. I want to serve you guys. So I want to discuss what you guys want to discuss. I need to get into the topic of canceling, but I need to do it carefully. Draw a caricature of yourself. Lord knows I've done enough of those. This would be so much easier if I chose to hide behind a VTuber kind of thing, the animated folks. And I really do encourage the people who are camera shy, like my good friend Robin Yoda, the lilac bunny who hides behind a little plushy bunny. The plushy bunny is and I keep telling her, why not get the tech, get yourself animated, even if it's just a ping, and go with that. But we'll see. It's hard to get out there. Okay. I feel that, Nick, says Michaela J. It took me a long time to accept I don't look horrible. And before I could even respond, Carl says, you don't look horrible, Michaela. And Carl said, I know that now. It took me a long time to figure that out. And Michaela, ask anybody. You want honest opinions, ask anybody on the green room, and they'll tell you exactly how you look in no uncertain terms. And I mean, sometimes honey's got to be pretty sweet to attract some flies, and we know some of the real living horse flies you've attracted over the years. So, keep that in mind too. But getting back to people who take themselves for granted, my friend Hannah is trying to Hannah, what is it? My friend Lilac Bunny, Robin Yoda. Oh, how did I get Hannah out of that mouth? And yeah, is trying to get her channel going. And my goal is for everyone who regularly hits my chat to at least have 100 viewers. I don't feel I can push much farther than that in my current level, but please, let's get some subscribers. Reach out to her if you like mellow, relaxed viewing. So I'm going to show her stuff.
Hi, bunnies. This is Robin Yoda. Just wanting to let you know I have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Robin Yoda. You can catch me there Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific playing Stardew Valley, Saturdays at 2 p.m. playing The Sims 4, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific playing a random game from my Game Pass library. You can also find me Mondays on my YouTube channel, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny. I hope to see you all there. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for supporting. And while I hit this up here, support began at Risingtide. Okay. I want to remind you folks that my broadcast is literally sponsored by Joe Bachman, who came on, and you can find his stuff at, let me see in the comments. TS. Oh God, if you ever want to know why my books take so long sometimes, bit.ly/JBApps. JB Tech Apps. That's what it is, JB Tech Apps. And we'll share that link. Alrighty. So that should come up on both things. Go to bit.ly/JBTechApps and bit.ly/ and Tockert for my stuff. But Joe has sponsored the first year of me having fancy StreamYard, and I am incredibly grateful. So please, if you're enjoying what we do here, contact Joe. And I'm hoping it rains because I'm supposed to do yard work today. Yeah, I need to mow too. I have a deal worked out with my wonderful neighbor, Lester. And Lester does most of the mowing for me because the vibrations completely fry my nerves. I found that out the hard way in that I drove up and down to Portage this weekend, and my nerves were so upset it made my fingers pruny, like if they'd been in water. So we have to learn our limitations so that we can acknowledge them and then work slowly and carefully to transcend them. And sometimes you can't. And when it becomes a limitation that you can't, you work around it. But it's about mindfulness and understanding where you're going and where you're from. And I say that because my dear friend Koepp Rothmel, the Adventures of the Rock and Roll Art Goddess, it has her own art and her own goodies. I need to get those out so I can share the wonders she sent me, because I'm going to be redecorating my office. But if you want to support an art teacher who's just trying to make it in a post-you-know-what world, please follow her on her many links on YouTube. Follow her on Amazon. Follow her on Instagram. And talk about her here. I need to get her on. The problem is she has a school schedule, so I may have to set up a special program to get her able to sit either on or behind an avatar. And she's an absolutely amazing person. And I want to hear her story, and you should support what she does. So, once again, I'm talking over her ad because that's how her ad works, and I am okay with that. Let's see. Anything else going on? Alrighty, I have a few more ads I can run, but I like to rotate them around, keep it fresh for you guys. And we hashtag let a cat art, because Cat, I know you won't see this live. You catch it in the rerun, but darling, we love you, and never doubt that. Boom. Let's see. I don't have any more new comments, so it's been an hour. Everybody seems to be pretty well happy. And since that's the case, I'm going to say have a wonderful day. Like I was telling everybody, if you get nothing out of this, please create. Write something down. Draw something. Sketch it. Doodle on an app on your phone. Whatever it takes to make the creation manifest, because then you can edit, but you can't edit a blank page. Carl says, good show. It is a good show. Thank you. I'm proud of the show. And everyone have a great day. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. on Luke Stone Studios for the always spicy Nerd Bacon. I'm not sure what we're talking about today. I'll have to check his information. But I'll be right back here Friday morning for another warm and soothing episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. So I'll see you guys later.